On a beautiful fall day, not unlike this one, not too many years ago, 4 school-aged children met in one of their backyards and they took off on a grand adventure. You see, they were hunting for pirate treasure in their urban Iowa neighborhood. Their imaginations ran wild. A fallen tree became a pirate ship. Lisa narrowly escaped having to walk the plank by jumping to another branch just in the nick of time. Robbie defeated the evil pirate captain, who happened to be another tree, using his trusty sword, also known as a stick. When Rosie tripped over a rock and fell, the other 3 ran to her aid to help her up and get her back into the game. Ben even discovered that the rock was actually a secret treasure that had been hidden many years ago by a magical troll who protected it with a curse that Rosie had just broken. As a pediatrician, I've noticed a common trend. Kids spending more and more time inside, their eyes glued to screens, and less time running wild and free in the great outdoors.
So I'd like to tell you about Diego. Now, Diego was a bright young boy who at the age of 8 had become a gaming prodigy. He could beat anyone at any video game you put in front of him. But his parents had discovered something troubling. He was irritable, he wasn't sleeping well, and he'd begun to gain weight. In fact, I had to tell Diego's parents at his checkup appointment that he was not at a healthy weight. He was overweight, obese even. And he had ADHD and he wasn't doing well in school despite how smart he was. And he had low self-esteem. He didn't feel good about himself. So after reviewing Diego's habits, I made a simple suggestion. Why don't you go outside and play for an hour every day? Now, Diego was skeptical. His mom wasn't sure it was safe for him to go outside and play. But it didn't take a whole lot of looking around to find some good, safe places for him to play. And it turns out some of Diego's friends had been given similar advice by their healthcare providers. Plus, he made some new friends in the park. So Diego went outside to play every day. His mom made sure that he had time to do that. And something incredible happened. Diego discovered the joys of climbing trees, exploring nature trails, and playing catch with his friends from the neighborhood. And when Diego came back to see me a couple months later, he had transformed. He was happier and healthier than he'd ever been, and he'd been losing some weight. His ADHD symptoms were improving without any medicines. His parents were overjoyed. Now that's the power of outdoor play.
The American Academy of Pediatrics is a group of experts, pediatricians like me who know a thing or two about children. Well, they recommend that all kids should have at least 1 hour every day of good physical activity. And they encourage unstructured playtime and time outdoors. So why is this important? Well, I'll give you my top 5 reasons, but there are more. Number 1 is physical fitness. Playing outdoors promotes physical fitness better than any video game ever could. Kids running, jumping, climbing, playing tag are getting their bodies moving and getting their heart rates up. They're building strong bones and developing healthy muscles. Plus, they'll also improve their balance and their coordination. And kids need that every day. And number 2 is mental well-being. The great outdoors is nature's stress buster. Fresh air and open spaces have been proven to decrease anxiety and improve mood. It's like nature's therapy session. Number 3 is vitamin D. Sunshine, my friends. You see, our bodies need vitamin D to help us absorb calcium for strong bones and healthy teeth. Natural sunlight helps the body to make its own vitamin D. So by sending our little ones outside to play, we are literally helping them to grow taller and stronger. Number 4 is creativity and imagination. When kids are out in the wild, their imaginations run wild. Rocks become treasure, sticks become swords, trees become towering castles or pirate ships. Nothing stimulates the imagination quite like unstructured playtime in the great outdoors. And then number 5 is social skills. Team sports, playground games, playing hide and seek, these things teach kids valuable social skills like cooperation and communication and problem solving. Kids will learn to negotiate and to share and to make new friends, all while they're having a blast. So you see, spending playtime outside is not just a way to keep our kids busy. It's an important part of their physical, emotional, and social development.
So here's the challenge. How do we make this happen? Well, firstly, we need to limit screen time. The amount of time that kids spend looking at screens, TV, video games, computers, phones, tablets, things like that. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that children under 2 not have any screen time, and that children over the age of 2 should have less than 2 hours a day looking at a screen. Now, how many of you think that your kids might spend maybe a little more than 2 hours a day looking at a screen? I'll tell you that in my clinic, most of my patients will freely admit they spend more than 2 hours a day.
I'm sure you spend all your day.
We don't want to let cell phones and TVs be our kids' babysitters. Fresh air and sunshine will do a much better job. We need to create safe outdoor play spaces for kids. Yards and neighborhoods should be safe for kids to play. And teach your kids where it is safe and where it's not safe to play. We should have outdoor toys and playground equipment for kids to play with. Balls, bikes, scooters, and safe, accessible playgrounds. And then be a role model. Us adults, we need to be role models for our kids. Don't just send your kids outside to play. Take them outside and show them how much fun it can be. When you are an outdoor play role model, you'll rediscover the joy of climbing a tree, splashing in puddles, feeling the sunshine on your face, or building a snowman in the wintertime.
Together, we can give our children a healthier, happier, and more imaginative childhood. What's the difference between a kid who plays outside and one who doesn't? Well, one is dirty, the other is bored. I know, I'm kidding, of course. Both kids are dirty, but the one who's playing outside is having more fun. So be sure that your kids have plenty of time to play in the great outdoors. It's good for them and it's good for you too. When your kids are playing outside, you won't have to listen to them complaining about being bored. There's plenty to do out there. Healthier kids, parents, you got this. See you soon. Please hit that little thumbs up to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and then hit the little bell so that you won't miss a thing.